All right, guys, I think we're live, and good afternoon. I guess it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, Facebook friends. We're pretty excited to introduce our newest partner here locally in Kingston, David DeHoop. David has actually decided to join us as a partner with the Nadeau Real Estate Group and at EXP. So welcome, David. And I've got PatNadeau as well, who is the one who introduced David to the business. While they were, how did you get introduced to it, Dave?
We were actually doing a deal together, and it just came up, and I decided to take a meeting at that point, and then the rest is history, obviously.
Yeah. So you came in, we had a chat, and oh, good morning, Pat. We don't want to forget about you. How are you?
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Yeah, Pat's looking good today. He's yesterday he was looking like a grizzly guy. Just came back from a week of hunting and holidays. He's looking all fresh this morning, so that's great.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. So David, listen, let's just dive right into it. I want to know, when we met, you kind of gave us some of your pain points. So let's start there. So you've been in the business how many years now?
So I'll be going on 4 in March.
4 years, okay. And you were previously with Royal LePage, and you were at the same company for the last 4 years, correct?
Yeah, I started there and I've been there ever since.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me what your pain points were, before you made the move?
Well, for me, being a newer agent, I just felt like I was sort of on my own a lot of the time, and I had signed up to be on my own. It was kind of my choice, but I sort of grown to realize that you need maybe a lot more help. And so taking the meeting and conversing with you guys, I found out that there's a lot of help available here. Joining the Nadeau group, I feel like there's going to be a lot of, in the team setting, there's going to be a lot of help there. And not only that, one of the things was I felt it was pretty scheduled here with all the programs and all the online aspects. You can kind of go at your own pace, and everything that you need is available to you basically anywhere, anytime. So that was kind of when I saw that and all the different the programs and everything, I was pretty well sold at that point of joining. And like I said, the group aspect, I think for me, now that I've been in the business a little while, that's going to be a big step for me, not only with my business, but providing obviously service to my clients as well. I feel I can do that better in this setting.
Yeah. I think that, to start things off, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing is better for your client first, right? Because it's all about our customers and our clients and the relationships that we build with them. So, you had mentioned that you liked some of the stuff that we had. So basically the systems that we have in place for you to just walk in so that you can go out and just sell, right? And you can focus on selling rather than worrying about your next marketing plan or doing your brochures or, what postcards do I have to send out or what social media do I have to do today, right? So that's going to help your clients at the end of the day. So now talking about, okay, so that's part of the Nadeau group. Now talking about EXP and I'm going to get you to touch on this too, Pat, after a bit, but because it's done wonders for you, but what do you think, like out of all the pillars that EXP has to offer, right? Now you're coming in, you're an owner, all right? And now you can grow your company. You can, you have the options of stocks and you have training, you have all those things. Which thing did you like the best about EXP? Because everybody likes something different.
Everybody likes something different. For me personally, the thing that I actually didn't know about before in meeting with you guys, the online aspect of it for me was a game changer. We can get on and interact with people from basically all over the world just at a click of a button, and everything you need there. And then obviously the revenue share and some of the other aspects that I'm not sure that anybody else is doing. It's just icing on the cake at that point. So yeah, really everything kind of all encompassing the whole company was very attractive to me. So
yeah. So Pat, now we've been in for 14 months since we made the move, and it's been a huge roller coaster ride for you, right? And I don't know if you want me to tell anybody this, but about 18 months ago you were almost ready to quit, right? Because you were so frustrated with the ups and downs of the real estate. 1 month you're doing 3 or 4 deals, the next month, next 3 months you're not doing anything. So what did you find was your kind of what changed for you? Because now you're in a position where you will have tripled your business in the last year, which is crazy and it's very good. So what's the big, aha moment for you, and what's the big thing that made you so excited?
For me, it was the trip to Vegas when we sat down with like some of the biggest agents in North America, and they were an open book with me. That was kind of my, I guess, aha moment. I had a 5-minute conversation with John Kitchens, who Dave, you'll meet. He's a phenomenal guy. He's a great coach. I had a 5-minute conversation with him that'll forever have changed my life. But being in the room with guys like that was what turned me around, and realizing the opportunities that are available, not only in just real estate, but now with EXP, the stocks and the rev share. Like, there's so many different avenues. There's so many different ways that I can make money now. That it got me pretty fired up. But I think the most exciting thing for me when we switched to EXP was kind of what I think Dave's kind of pretty excited about as well, is the training. The sky's the limit. So there's training for everybody. There's training for somebody who's just starting out, who's in their first 6 months and, doesn't even know how to run an open house or whatever, all the way up to the seasoned veteran who's looking to build a team. So to me, that was the most exciting part. That's what's got me so fired up, is being able to learn. Anytime I've had a pain point in my business, like, it's solved within minutes. If I pick up my phone and text one of these guys that have sold thousands of homes in a year, and they have an answer like that. Like, I talked about that conversation with John Kitchens. Like, I was like, here's something I've been struggling with for 4 years. And he was like, do this. And it was like, oh, okay. And that's all I've done since that 5-minute conversation with him. And it's tripled my business this year, which is insane.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It's exciting for me to see the growth, right, that you've done. And as an owner broker previously, I don't have to worry about training anymore. All I have to do is point you in the direction of where the training is. Now you've got to do the work, right? Like, we offer all these systems, and we offer, leads, and we offer all these things. But at the end of the day, and I told you this, Dave, when you started, I said, you know what, I can give you everything, all the tools in the world, but you got to do the work. You still got to hustle. The only thing is, we're trying to get you to your goal as quick as possible, right? And with the tools that we have now, I don't know anybody that can, that can beat that, really. Okay. And I always said it to people too, that, you want to get around movers and shakers. If you want to sell 100 homes a year, you got to get around people that are selling 100 plus homes a year, that are going to teach you and share with you. I know that, the previous brokerage that I was at over 10 years ago, I mean, we had a lot of friends within the brokerage, but when you got to your office, you shut the door and you weren't sharing ideas, right? It was like your competitor, right? Am I right, Dave? Has it changed at all, or is it still like that?
Oh, well, I think what you just said there is a big part of why I'm very excited to join kind of the NaDeau group, because basically everything you just said there is why I'm here in a nutshell. So yeah, that's the group aspect, I think, is going to be really helpful for me. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
That was one of the things that excited me the most too, is like I said, it feels like I'm swimming with sharks, was the first thing I said when we came over to EXP. Like, not even, because it's not even just, we have the NaDeau group, and I don't know how many agents we got now, but not only do we have all those people in our local market that are here to help you, because we're all financially aligned to do so, with EXP, but now it's the same thing extending to like all of these amazing agents across North America that are here to help. I was talking to somebody in Ottawa the other day, and we just booked a call for next week, and he's going to talk me through some stuff that I've been struggling with. And it's like, it's nice to have it feel like you're on a team with everybody. Everybody's helping everybody try to grow. And how can you not be successful when everyone else is looking out for you like that too, right?
Well, that's a good point. I think the difference is in the old traditional models, you're not financially aligned to help, right? So here's your office, here's your business cards, and away you go.
The top producer gets the best split.
Yeah.
So you don't want other people to produce, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was in a Facebook group chat yesterday, and one of the questions came up was, they were talking about 100% brokerages and different splits and different fees and all that. And I had to throw my 2 cents in there. And I said, like, when I owned my own company, I was on 100%. I kept 100%. And I chose to move to EXP and pay a little But what happened was I am now getting paid, and I won't say the number because you won't believe me, but after a year, I'm getting paid on a monthly basis to be part of this company and to help them grow. So the way it's set up is that, Dave, the more you share with your friends and the people that you do business with, the more you help the company grow, the more money they're going to pay you, right? Plus, you're going to get stocks and you're going to get all that stuff, and it gets pretty exciting. Now, I'm gonna pump Pat's tires here a little bit, but he's in a position right now where he's talking about we've had these conversations about him building his own team, and I told him, I said, you have a new team now. He's in a position right now where he's going to have over 20 agents on his team. He's 25 years old. He's making a stupid amount of money, and he's profitable. So I know that when I was making, all kinds of commissions, I wasn't profitable because my expenses were so high. Now he's going to have 20 agents on his team here within the next 30 days. And, there's guys from Ottawa to Florida to a team coming on from Nevada. And it's just a little bit at a time. And then you were saying your stock has grown now as well, right? So
which I didn't even know I hadn't even checked it at all.
Yeah. So Dave, hopefully, you get excited about seeing, somebody like Pat, just plugging away at it and growing his business, right? So you can do it. Like anybody can do this. So from the brand new agent to the veteran agent to the person that owns their own company. I mean, we've got guys that have brokerages with 100, 200, 300 agents switching over, right? There's a reason for it, right? And like Pat had said to me, he said, you know what, whether you like this or not, this model is happening, right? So it's just, you got to decide whether you want to jump on the train now and profit from it, or do you want to sit back and then in 3 years go, man, I should have done that.
Right.
I should have jumped in on that. Right. So
that's something to be said about David too. Like when we first showed you the model, a lot of people sit there and him and haw and the one thing that I don't think they do is run the numbers, which you did pretty quickly with us, but you were pretty quick to make that kind of decision, see everything that's available here and understand the value. Which I've noticed a lot of the people that we've met with, it's taken a little bit longer until they go, okay, yeah, let's do it. So, because I was the same way. I saw it and I looked at him and I said, because obviously he owned a brokerage, and I said, these guys are going to swallow you whole. So if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah. Now, Dave, if you had any advice for anybody watching this right now, like what would you suggest to these agents that are, because, you said that you had seen some of these videos where we were bringing on new agents and everything else, right? So what would you recommend to these agents that are, thinking about it or curious?
Really just make a phone call. I mean, yeah, for me, like you mentioned with the videos, I noticed them kind of right when EXP started, and I sort of did think to myself, is this something that maybe I should be doing in my business? And then, yeah, when Pat and I connected, like I said, we ended up doing a deal together. The idea of just joining EXP as a whole was brought up. And like I said before, when we took the meeting, you guys showed me the systems, and I'm still going through some of them. There's more than I even thought, to begin with, because I've only been here for a couple of days. But yeah, just everything. It's great. All of it, everything. A lot of the stuff that you'd be doing normally that takes up maybe quite a bit of your time is just done for you, so you can focus on what you need to be focused on. And I think that's big right there too. So yeah, my advice would just be basically make a phone call and see what it's all about, because I personally kind of thought that I did know what it was all about before I showed up, and I was pretty wrong, right? So there's a lot more when you actually kind of come in and sit down. So
yeah. Oh, that's great, Dave. Well, listen, we're extremely excited to have you. I know Pat's pretty pumped, and this is you fit right into our culture. You want to grow. We always tell people EXP is for those people that want to grow. If you're completely comfortable, you don't like change, you don't want to move, then you know what, EXP is probably not for you. But if you're somebody that wants to grow your business, you want to be more profitable, you want to, you want to learn more and excel in your business, then EXP is something that you should definitely have a look at. And this is what we're telling everyone. You know what? If it's for you, great. If it's not, then it's not a big deal. At least you know, right? At least you know what your options are down the road. So I wanted to thank you for joining us today and sharing your thoughts. And if anybody has any questions, we're scrolling Dave's phone number down along the bottom. Feel free to reach out to him. And for all your clients, they'll know where to find you. You're going to continue to service them and do a fantastic job like you've done for the last 4 years. And again, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Gary. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Pat, for joining us too. And everybody, you guys go out and have a great day. And we'll talk to you real soon.